Mr. Douche, I don't know anything about wine. And I am anxious to learn. It all seems so complicated, but everybody is drinking fucking wine. All my girlfriends are totally into it, and I need some intelligent stuff to say and do when I am in wine situations. I hate sitting there in silence while we are at all these fucking hipster wine bars and fancy restaurants with all this crazy fucking wine stuff going on. Wine is everywhere I turn.
Wine is extremely complicated, and the more you know, the less you know. The best thing to do to start out with is go to a restaurant and order the most expensive wine on the list, or even better, just go in and ask for the most expensive, darkest wine. The sommelier will love you.
The most expensive wine? Really? What if I don't have enough money?
Not a problem. Just wear something low cut. These sommeliers are a sucker for stuff like that. Half the reason they are sommeliers are to hook up with attractive, clueless guests like you.
Could we get back to stuff for me to say, not stuff for me to wear? What do I do when the expensive dark wine arrives? I know there is some fucked up process with the cork, tasting the wine and other stuff like that. I never know what to do.
The most important thing to do is sniff the cork. That tells pretty much everything you need to learn about the wine, and you look incredibly sophisticated doing it. Don't ask questions at this point, just sniff it for 5 minutes. After 5 minutes you will then admire it like it is a diamond or a rare piece of art. Ponder it like there is nothing more important. The sommelier will love you for this. In the world of sommeliers, rolling their eyes is the highest form of compliment they can imbue on a customer.
How do I know if the wine is good by sniffing the cork? Won't it just smell like cork?
Of course it will smell like cork. But you are creating an image like you actually know something, when you really don't know anything. This is one of the core tenets of learning about wine.
Okay. So after I sniff the cork, what do I do when the sommelier pours that teensy bit of wine in the wine glass?
What you are really supposed to do is make a huge production out of it. Act like you are in postcoital glory.
Oh, I understand. Will this get me more respect from the sommelier?
Yes, it will, and it will get you the respect and admiration of all the other people in the restaurant. After the sommelier rolls his eyes again, then you'll know he's ready to pour you and the rest of your party full glasses of the wine.
What do I look for in the wine? What kind of flavors? Will it be smooth?
The most important flavor is oak, and with you ordering the most expensive wine there will be plenty of that. When the oak obscures all the other components of the wine, you know you have a world-class wine. Also, the wine should have the texture of motor oil. Only very special high-quality wines from places as far-ranging as Napa Valley, Chile, Tuscany, Argentina, Bordeaux, and Australia have this special oak smell and that profound oily texture. Also, always order the youngest wine with the highest price. This is almost a guarantee it will be high quality and ready to drink.
I'm not sure, if I like oak and oily textures. I like alcoholic beverages to be refreshing. That does not sound refreshing at all. It sounds like it will fuck me up.
Listen, you asked me for some fucking wine advice and I'm telling you like it is. This is the way it is. If you don't like it, drink a cocktail or something.
Mr. Douche, relax, please. It just seems very counterintuitive, but since you are the wine expert, carry on.
You need to drink the wine as fast as possible to capture all the flavors. If you do not drink it fast enough, wine has a tendency to go bad.
Not a problem. I am a fast drinker anyway. So what if I want another bottle after the oaky motor oil one? Do I ask the sommelier for a recommendation, or do I choose one myself off the wine list? Some of these fucking wine lists are huge, and have so much shit it overwhelms me.
I would not worry about the size of the wine list at all. Most high-quality wines today taste the same, no matter where they are from. It is like eating at McDonald's. That is easily one of the best improvements in the world of wine over the last 20 years. Now, to answer your question, you can do one of two things. It is always nice to order randomly and just be surprised. Go to any page, with your eyes closed, and pick a wine. It's got to be good, or it would not be on the wine list. Only the best wines are on wine lists. Or you could ask the sommelier for a recommendation. Have him recommend a few wines, then order something that he does not recommend. He will again roll his eyes, and by this point he is putty in your hands.
I don't understand. You keep talking about adding oak to a wine to indicate quality. I also know there are sulfites in wines, additives and enzymes, as I had a conversation with someone recently who looked very similar to you. It was about natural wine. What do you think of natural wine?
Natural wine does not exist. All wine is unnatural. Natural wine would be no wine as grapes would just rot on vines. As soon as man picks those grapes, the unnaturalness starts. Don't ever forget that.
Ho, you have some strong views there. Wow. I don't have views that strong about fucking anything. So, answer my question, why do winemakers fuck with the wine so much? Why do they do all that stuff?
Because many of these wines would be so awful that, if they were not manipulated, they would be completely undrinkable.
So, why don't you just, not buy wine from those places?
Clearly you will never understand modern winemaking. Through consumers such as you, wineries such as these have an almost endless supply of lemmings to buy their wine, which makes them believe their own bullshit even more. Add on all the cheerleaders on the sidelines who assign points, hyperbole and misogynistic perverse praise in the advertisers, these wineries are infallible. It is one big fucked up feedback loop that I'm glad to be part of. It takes a rare customer to cut through all the fucked up bullshit, but there are so little to worry about that wineries such as these will continue to churn out oaky, dark, expensive wine, and people such as you will continue to buy it on advice from people such as me. It's actually, I'm getting choked up here, quite beautiful.